Today I am testing the 2017 Audi Q7. This is the new Q7. It's got the 2-liter turbo. It's quattro with the 8-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission. This does have the premium package, so it's got a pretty nicely appointed interior and some extra luxury features. And back here it has a hands-free foot-activated tailgate, which makes you dance for it to open. Tons of room in the back. There is a third row back here. You can put these seats up electronically, which is kind of nice. And then these headrests just fold right up like that. Let me show you what kind of space is back there. Nice light interior. So you just pull this guy right here. This seat folds down. And then you can pull this whole assembly up and it'll kind of hydraulically lift with these shock things here. And you can get in the back. Really though, not a whole lot of room back there. I think you could put a couple kids back here at a pinch, but it'd be hard pressed to fit some adults. And you can put those seats down from the back seat as well, which is really nice. Look how those headrests fold down and just barely clear the back there. What did I do here? Oh yeah, this probably. And then you can adjust your back seat tilt angle and whatnot. Nice interior back here. Really no frills, but it's just a beautiful light, airy space. A lot of visibility for occupants, and this massive panoramic sunroof is pretty great as well. Oh, there's also this here in the middle, which has a couple cup holders and a place to rest your arm. Of course, all these seats fold down and you get a ton of room in the back too. I believe these are the 19-inch wheels with upgraded run-flat tires. I'm happy to report that it actually rides really well with these run-flats. The car rides and handles great. It doesn't necessarily feel like a massive SUV. It has a really nice, it's really well composed on the road, as we'll see here shortly on the test drive. This can be set to be up or down, depending on your preference. Oops, takes a minute to go down sometimes. And you can basically control all of your functions on the steering wheel right here in the front display, which is kind of cool. You have a couple different views. You can enlarge the tachometer and speedometers if you choose. No heads-up display on this. And then of course you can always see you can customize the display to have a bunch of different functions. It has a heated steering wheel, which is nice in the winter. So yeah, let's take this thing for a drive. We'll put this back up. First off, nice high-res reverse camera. You've got a few different options here for what you can see. You can see straight back with lines that rotate with your steering inputs. You have an above view that gives you kind of a 360 from all cameras and around the corners. You can do front, and you can do blind spot view. The cameras will switch automatically if you put it from reverse to drive, so you will be able to see what's going on in front of you, except it's not doing it there because I've probably confused it. Price on this car, MSRP starts at $49,000, but this has been optioned up to about $58,000, just with all the Premium Plus packages. It has rear airbags, side airbags, 19-inch wheels with the run flat tires, this Audi, whatever this is called. And that brings the price up past the 3-liter turbo to $58,000. So the 3-liter starts at 54.8, I believe. And I hear that's kind of the way to go. However, if you want to save about $5,000 and just get the base option on this Q7, the 2-liter isn't terrible. I'm not feeling like I'm lacking for power or torque. You probably don't have as much of the 7,000 pound towing capacity with the 2-liter turbo. I don't know, maybe you do, but it's definitely not going to be as utilitarian as the bigger engine. I was talking to Osberg about this car last night, and he wasn't as crazy about the 2-liter turbo, but honestly, I don't mind it. You don't really notice it being such a small engine and this big of an SUV. Once the engine warms up a little bit, we'll give it some beans up here, but if we're just driving around normally, the transmission works really well. It shifts smoothly. All of your, typical of Audi, all of your inputs are really nice and really high quality. The steering wheel leather feels really, really nice, really just super premium. The wood grain in here is very, very cool, stylish touch. Some of these plastics are plastics, but they're pretty few and far between. And usually, most of the time, everything you interact with on this car, with the shifter, the action is very consistent. The turn signals feel very nice, and they have a solid feel to them. This is just a nice place to be. Audi is just rocking it with the quality of their interiors and how their vehicles feel these days. This is definitely no exception. I think something like this has a lot of road presence, and you get in it and you get a very premium driving experience to back up the looks, and that's nice. Handling there is pretty good. No complaints. This actually feels like a much smaller vehicle from a driving perspective than you would expect. I mean, this is as easy to drive as any mid-size sedan, and it almost feels like a car in the way that it handles. I mean, decent power from this. There's really, I have no complaints on the powertrain. We're in auto mode here. I don't think dynamic does a whole lot. Good power from the brakes there. Really nice turn in. I mean, incredible cornering speeds and level of confidence around this entrance ramp. Yeah, that was awesome. And from run flat tires, we're complaining just a little bit, but not too bad. Cruising at just about 2,000 RPM at 70 miles an hour, and it's 8-speed. Fuel economy for me this week has been around 23 miles to the gallon. I've been pushing it pretty hard. I'd say you could probably do better if you were a little bit more conservative. Not the best fuel economy, but I think if you drove pretty conservatively, you could get some pretty decent numbers out of this. Let's do a quick brake test here. Limit performance on this Q7 is awesome. It's actually really good. Handling is very good. Turning is sharp. Brakes feel nice. Power feels nice. I mean, this doesn't really have any of those normal SUV large vehicle compromises that you'd see with something this size. Traction control doesn't seem to be too intrusive. You can take this flat out. You could hustle this thing on a back road. And this is just in drive, in auto. These are normal modes. I'm not turning on anything special here. I mean, we could always go to vehicle and throw it into dynamic or something, but what's the point? It's a big family SUV. You do have paddle shifters. They're not dual clutch responsive, but seem to do the job. There is an off-road mode. I wonder if that lifts things up. It does. Maybe doesn't. I don't know. I don't know if this has the air suspension or not. I don't. Oh, we can check the Monroney when we park. Some of these Q7s have an air suspension that go into all-road mode, and they can kind of give you about an extra, I think it's 25 millimeters of ground clearance, which is always welcome in off-road situations. Not sure this has that though. Let's do one more dynamic run around this entrance ramp here. I mean, we're seeing cornering speeds of 60 miles an hour around this entrance ramp in a full-size SUV, and with balanced handling. Come on, guys, that's cheating. That's amazing. I haven't driven the 3-liter V6, so I don't know how much better it is. I hear it's really good. And the difference, you know, at $50,000 at that price point, it's kind of up to you, but the difference between the $5,000, just a few thousand for the bigger engine, it's probably going to be worth it. Unless if you want to spec something like this with the 2-liter and save a little bit of money and get some more luxury features. I am happy to report that this engine is fine. I mean, it feels great. It works really well with this Tiptronic 8-speed. Let's actually pull off here, and I want to check the Monroney for something really quickly, just to see if it has. I can tell you some of the extra features in the premium package, just some details that I didn't quite remember. You can hustle this thing, though. You just drive it like a car. You don't have to factor in its size. It feels like it has a pretty small footprint on the road. For a vehicle that seats 7 passengers, it's pretty good. Just pull into here. See what the deal is. Do a parking space turning radius test here. Yeah, really pretty good turning radius from this. Park is just a button. Alright. Let us, oh, actually I left the Monroney up here. Oh my gosh. One nice thing is this does have a dual sun visor situation here. So this telescopes, which is cool. You'll never get the sun in your eye on the side. And then this also comes down so that you can just have full privacy. It's It's like a desk at work with your dividers. It's fantastic. And that's on both sides on the front. You can really just block everything if you want it. Alright, so here's the Monroney. 2017 Audi Q7 2-liter turbo quattro Tiptronic. We've said all that. 252 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque from this 2-liter turbo. Orca Black for $575. It has the Premium Plus package, which has the Audi Advanced Key, Navigation Plus with MMI Touch, this bad boy right here, and Audi Connect, Audi blah blah blah, smartphone, electronic tilt, telescopic steering wheel, heated auto dimming, folding exterior mirrors, LED interior lighting package, vision package, which is the Audi Virtual Cockpit, and full LED cameras, top view camera system, and heated steering wheels. Alright, so all that stuff. Oh, high gloss black layered walnut inlays for $350. It's not a bad deal. And so that brings the total price to $58,700. There you go. 25 miles to gallon highway, 20 in the city. I would say that's about right for a combined EPA fuel economy of 22. That sounds about right based on my driving this week. Results may always vary, but there you go, guys. Thanks for watching this first impressions review. Again, I've been driving this for a few days and I've kind of gotten to know the Q7. Had the A5 last week. Be sure to check out that review. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. But thanks for watching. I do these first impression videos on any of the press cars that I get in on a weekly basis, and just kind of gives you an idea of a little bit more in-depth use than what we show on Winding Road. And of course, Osberg has his reviews that he does a very good job with too, so be sure to check his review out on the Winding Road magazine channel. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram to see what I'm up to at the Topher2, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week.